What are hormones? Chemical substances secreted by the endocrine glands are called hormones. They reach the organs through the blood and control and coordinate the activities of these organs. General properties of hormones include: hormones are secreted from their source directly into the blood. They regulate physiological processes by chemical means. They act on target organs or cells which are usually away from the source. They are produced in very small quantities and are biologically very effective. For example, adrenaline, a hormone, is active even in a concentration of 1 part in 300,000 parts. Their excess secretion or hypersecretion or deficiency, that is called hyposecretion, may both lead to serious disorders. Hormones are not stored in the body and are secreted from the system. Chemically, some hormones are peptides, that is proteins such as insulin, which are water soluble; amines, that is adrenaline, which are derived from amino acids and also water soluble; and steroids such as testosterone, which are lipid or fat soluble. So the endocrine gland cell secretes and it is transferred to the target cell through the blood vessels. These are water soluble hormones. Examples of hormones: the amine hormone is made up of amino acid with modified groups. For example, norepinephrine carboxyl group, which is replaced with a benzene ring. Peptide hormone, which is made up of short chains of linked amino acids such as oxytocin. Protein hormone, which is made up of long chains of linked amino acids. Examples include the human growth hormone. Steroid hormone is derived from the lipid cholesterol, and the best example would be testosterone, progesterone, etc. The major endocrine glands in the human body are the pituitary gland, the thyroid gland, the parathyroid gland, the adrenals, the islet of Langerhans, the gonads, etc. Almost all endocrine glands act in a coordinated manner. They activate each other and work as a system of organs called the endocrine system. Roles of the endocrine system. Some of the roles of the endocrine system include growth, repair, sexual reproduction, digestion, homeostasis, that is constant internal balance. Now children, how do hormones work? The main function of the endocrine glands is to secrete hormones directly into the bloodstream. Hormones are chemical substances that affect the activity of another part of the body or the target site. In essence, hormones serve as messengers controlling and coordinating activities throughout the body. The released hormone then has its effect on other organs. This effect on the organ feeds back to the original signal to control any further hormone release. The pituitary gland is well known for its feedback loops. So the hypothalamus is releasing the hormones through the pituitary gland, which is stimulating and inhibiting hormones through the endocrine system. The endocrine system releases hormones to different parts of the body. Different parts of the body give their feedback to the hypothalamus. Functions of endocrine system. A hormone will act only on a part of the body if it fits. A hormone can be thought of as a key, and its target site, such as an organ, has a specially shaped locks on the cell walls. If the hormone fits the cell wall, then it will work. For example, the ovaries, testes, the estrogen, testosterone or progesterone are all sexual functions. The adrenal gland has cortisol, which is for the stress response. Similarly, thyroid gland, which has a thyroid hormone, which is responsible for the metabolic rate. Similarly, pancreas secretes insulin, which is responsible for blood sugar. All of these together maintain the hormonal balance. The hormones can set off a cascade of other signaling pathways in the cell to cause an immediate effect. For instance, insulin signaling leads to a rapid uptake of glucose into muscle cells, or a more delayed effect, that is, glucocorticoids bind to DNA elements in a cell to switch on the production of certain proteins, which takes a while to produce. So insulin binds to receptor, signal transduction cascade, which results in GLU4, that is the exocytosis. Glucose enters the cell. The endocrine system is a tightly regulated system that keeps the hormones and their effects at just the right level. One way this is achieved is through the feedback loops. The release of hormones is regulated by other hormones, proteins, or neuronal signals. So the releasing of hormones from the hypothalamus to the pituitary hormones from pituitary and other hormones from other glands of the body. So there's a short loop between the pituitary hormones and the releasing hormones. There's a long loop from other hormones to the releasing hormones.